know that scientists believe Lionel Messi can slow down time? Not literally, but he experiences it in his mind differently. A study conducted in 2016 suggests that his neural system might process events faster than the average person. So, Messi doesn't just react to the game, he anticipates it, he reads the movements of defenders and teammates in fractions of a second, like rewatching a movie for the second time. This is why you can't stop him. Coaches know what he'll do. Opponents prepare for it. But they never succeed because they're playing in a slower time. And Messi is already 2 steps ahead. Football is a game of margins. Take 2 players, one takes 2 seconds to make a decision, the other takes 1. That single second might not sound like much, but it's everything. In football, 1 second can mean the difference between losing the ball or keeping possession, between finding the net or being blocked, between glory and failure. And here's the thing, time isn't fixed. It's relative. Einstein once said that the faster you move through space, the slower your biological clock ticks, your heart rate drops, your breathing steadies, your thoughts sharpen, your actions become effortless. Now imagine applying that to football. You stop thinking, you just act. You see the gaps in the defense before they open. You feel the pressure coming before it's there. You don't just play the game, you control its rhythm. Messi is the perfect example of this. He doesn't rely on flashy tricks. No stepovers, no wild flicks. It's just the basics. Body feints, la croqueta, quick touches, and faster decisions than anyone else on the pitch. And that's the crazy part. You already know what he's going to do. He does the same moves over and over, but it's not what Messi does that's unstoppable. It's when, by the time you think you've reacted, it's too late. In this video, we're breaking down how Messi manipulates time to his advantage. We'll explore the techniques that can bring you closer to playing like him. Let's get started. The most common mistake people make when trying to play like their favorite footballer is to copy the wrong version of them. Let me explain. Let's say you like Cristiano Ronaldo, so you start doing his gym workouts, mimicking the drills he does now. But here's the issue. That's not what made him Ronaldo. Think about it. When you cook, there's an order to the ingredients. If you skip steps or mix them wrong, you don't get the dish you wanted. It's the same with training like the pros. Years of refinement, hard work, and success. What you should focus on is what they did before all of that. This process is called back engineering. You analyze what they did as kids, then as teens, then finally what they do now. Let's take Messi as an example. Messi didn't become one of the greats by doing cone drills. He wasn't out there following some pre-planned, structured routine. When Messi was young, he just played every day for hours with no structure, no adult supervision, against kids of different sizes, ages, and abilities. The kind of environment where you had to think on your feet, be creative, and adapt constantly. This is how most great players are built. By playing the game, not by drilling it. Only after Messi was discovered did formal training become part of his life. But even then, the focus wasn't just on drills, it was about drills under pressure, simulating the intensity of real games. You see, drills without pressure won't make you faster or sharper. They'll just make you robotic. Every elite athlete practices in game-like situations. The pressure, the chaos, the unpredictability, that's where instincts sharpen. Cone drills can't replicate that. They won't teach you how to deal with bigger, faster opponents. They won't build the vision to spot passing lanes or the composure to make decisions under pressure. And as you play more, you'll enter this unique state of mind. An imaginary world where time slows down, where everything feels natural, yet you're moving faster than ever before. Today, we call it flow state. Think about flow state like Ultra Instinct in Dragon Ball. You don't just see things coming at you, you feel them, you live them to the fullest. Every thought in your mind, gone. And what's left is pure instinct. Your subconscious takes over, guiding your every move. It's like your body knows what to do before you even think about it. But here's the thing. Flow state doesn't just activate at command. Or maybe, but it's still hard. It comes in when you're facing a challenge, one that matches your skills. If something is too easy, you get bored. If it's too hard, you feel overwhelmed. When the balance is just right though, everything changes. You find yourself locked in, focused on one thing, everything else fades away, even your brain shifts. During flow, a part of your brain called the prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for overthinking and self-doubt, shuts. This silence lets the rest of your brain, the parts responsible for skill execution and focus, take control. Messi spent his entire youth living in this state. Every hour, every touch of the ball, he wasn't just playing football, he was building an unshakable connection between his mind and his instincts, refining his ability to flow, to see the game before it even happened. That's what made him unstoppable, and that's exactly what you should aim for. Develop your flow, trust your instincts, because when you can play like that, everything else takes care of itself. One of the most remarkable things about Messi is his simplicity. When he dribbles, he does not use overcomplicated moves. Messi can breeze past defenders with just 3 quick touches. Sometimes it's all about one skill, the body feint. Here's how it works. You run at a defender, closing the gap quickly. Then right before reaching them, you shift your body one way as if you're about to go in that direction. The defenders have no choice. They shift their momentum to block you, and that's the moment you explode. A quick touch sends the ball the opposite way, and you burst past them with speed, simple but deadly. Mastering this isn't just about knowing it, it's about putting in the hours. The 10,000 hour rule is key here. I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. It's the amount of time needed to truly master a skill. Think about it. If you practice the body feint for 10,000 hours, what would you look like? How would you move? You could even record yourself before and after. See the difference. To do it like Messi, here's what you need. Shift your weight to one side, lower your shoulder, plant one leg in the direction you don't want to go. Use your hands for balance. Then, with explosive power, drive into the opposite direction. Now here's your mission. Pick one skill, something you're comfortable with, and work on it everywhere. In training, in games, in the park. Do it until it becomes instinct, until you've mastered it. That's what Jeremy Doku did. And now look at him. From a kid with a dream to one of the most explosive ballers in football.
You've done it ever since you was a kid. Roasted defenders ever since you were a kid, right?
Yeah.
With that move. And it's a simple move, but it works.
It's a simple move, yeah.
But how do you do it? Because I can also wave my foot about. That's not what you do.
No, it's not. I watched a lot of videos of Messi, Ronaldinho, Robinho, Ronaldo, all those dribblers. I couldn't do the same as they did. So I created something for myself that works for myself, and I think that's what every dribbler has to do, create something that works for himself.
So, what are you waiting for? Find your skill and own it. But above everything, how does Messi read the game so fast? His intelligence on the pitch is unreal. We understood that he developed it. During his youth, Messi played endlessly, game after game, situation after situation. But there's something else you can do right now to build your football IQ. And he couldn't because of the time and environment. Start watching matches like a professional analyst. Don't just watch for entertainment. Study every second as if it's your job. Here's how. Focus on players in your position. See how they scan the field before receiving the ball. Position their body to keep options open. Adjust their movement based on their teammates and the opponent. Every action has a reason. Your job is to figure out why. Here's a secret not many people know. There's a website called footballia.net. It's one of the biggest football match databases in the world. And here's the best part. It's completely free. You can search for matches by player, team, or era. Want to study Messi at his peak? Cristiano in his early days? Zidane in the World Cup? It's all there. I hope you like